If Pokémon Legends Arceus took a giant leap forwards for the series, then its impending follow-up Pokémon Legends ZA is a thoroughbred evolution. The biggest innovation pushing ZA to uncharted territory is real-time battling, marking this the first Pokémon game to deviate from the turn-based combat. Now, trainers and their Poké Monsters move and attack in tandem. There are no turn orders here, static menus, or even fixed cameras. Early impressions indicate a fresh fluidity to encounters. They're fast-paced with strategic depth. For instance, in ZA, trainers must issue commands on the fly, utilizing their Pokemon's entire moveset whilst artfully dodging attacks themselves. Paired with this bold new combat system is the return of Mega Evolution, underlining developer Game Freak's willingness to shake up a long-running formula. After playing the 20-minute demo at a recent Pokémon Worlds event, journalists are praising these changes. They're inventive, ambitious, and approachable. Pokémon Legends ZA is evolution dealt by a measured hand. Pokémon Legends ZA takes place within Lumiose City, a manicured proving ground of block paving and public gardens that's as far removed from Arceus' Zelda-like wilderness as you can get. The visual magic of dusky hues bathing distant mountains is gone, replaced with streetlight alleyways, hedgerows, office blocks, and benches. And at first glance, this sort of feels like a downgrade. Lumiose is neat, clean, quiet, and orderly, but as ZA's narrative takes shape, we discover the city is in flux, as a string of urban redevelopments aim to make the streets as habitable for wandering Pokemon as it is for the humans. Perhaps then the principle behind Lumiose's design is to be as distraction-free for players as possible. There are other benefits to transplanting the action to urban environments. Arceus' vast expanse felt a little too vast at times. There are indications Lumiose City will harbor more to do, NPC quest givers, random interactions, and more Pokemon dotted about to scoop up into your Pokeballs. Players will need to wander into the city's designated wild zones for Pokemon encounters and battles. During nighttime, specific battle zones appear for the ZA Royale, providing the chance to challenge as many trainers as possible to level up towards that all-important A rank. Now, before we get into discussing this new battle system, it's apparent that the stealth mechanics of Arceus are carrying over to ZA. Wandering Pokemon can be captured without challenging them, and in a move straight out of Team Rocket's playbook, fellow trainers can be snuck upon, with their active Pokemon ripe for a sneak attack before any battling has actually begun. It's a dastardly tactic, which isn't exactly in keeping with the good-spirited nature of the whole Pokemon training thing, but it does inject an element of humor into battles whilst allowing you to get the jump on your opponent. The latter proving valuable given encounters in ZA, even the seemingly easy ones, won't be a walk in the park. And also, fair warning, rival trainers can get the jump on you as well. However, now we've arrived at the biggest talking point, Pokémon Legends ZA's reworked battle system. Fights are now free-flowing, with players controlling both their Pokemon and their trainers' positioning, as they constantly jostle for the best positions and tactical edges. Demo testers highlight the system's intuitiveness. Z-targeting provides the aim, while space buttons issue commands. It's a control scheme not unlike other action RPGs, so anyone who's dabbled in the genre will be right at home here. Each Pokemon has access to 4 commands, with each move governed by cooldown times rather than power points. They can be deployed an unlimited number of times, but with each having different cooldown periods, it's wise to spread their use rather than going gung-ho all 4 at once. Worth pointing out here is players won't have direct control over their Pokemon's positioning, as there's no dedicated dash, block, or dodge button. Instead, their position is relative to their trainer, and they will default to standing at their trainer's side should targeting lock-on not be enabled. This real-time combat system seems to bring a tension not found in earlier Pokemon titles. There's a sort of balancing act in locking onto targets, issuing commands, and dodging enemy attacks yourself, especially as dodges can't be executed when the target is locked on. Timing, it seems, is crucial. Battles in this sense are a fluid chess match, a constant flow of repositioning in pursuit of better openings. The window for attack slamming shut, dodge, reposition, attack, and so forth. There's another implication here, a potential for the strongest symbiotic bonds between trainer and Pokemon that there's ever been, given each are equally exposed on the battlefield. Wild encounters become brisk skirmishes, trainer versus trainer battles become high-intensity matchups. Shifting action to real-time isn't just a nod towards cinematic spectacle, but it fundamentally changes how players connect with the game. Pokémon Legends ZA is also bringing back Mega Evolutions in what is an illustration of the need to develop a symbiotic connection between trainer and Pokémon. A beloved feature first introduced in Pokémon X and Y, but not used in any mainline entry since 2016's Pokémon Sun and Moon, Mega Evolutions are temporary mid-fight transformations, which grant significant stat boosts and performance benefits to Pokémon whilst adjusting their appearance to something more visually striking. Only a handful of Pokémon can Mega Evolve, but when they do it, it unleashes an energy hidden within them. When trainers have high bonds with their Pokémon, their Keystone resonates with the Pokémon's Megastone. Contained in the demo are flashes of a rogue Mega Absol and a Mega Lucario, the latter who fights alongside our trainer. It appears, this early in the game at least, that players won't have the ability to Mega Evolve their Pokémon without collecting Mega Power Orbs that are dispelled by your Mega Evolved opponent. It's an interesting secondary mechanic, the collection of energy, as it appears from footage to force trainers into compromising positions in order to gather enough power to Mega Evolve their own Pokémon and to maintain its more powerful state. If Game Freak balances Mega Evolution with the game's real-time combat flow nicely, then Pokémon Legends ZA could strike the best mix of strategy and spectacle the series has ever seen. Where Pokémon Legends Arceus experimented with open zone world design and streamlined Pokémon catching, Legends ZA takes even bolder steps by tearing down on the series' oldest pillars to present a system that better matches how modern players engage with action RPGs. Whilst Pokémon Legends ZA might not feel like an action RPG that's in the Horizon mold, for example, it is reframing how players interact with their Pokémon, making them feel like true partners in battle rather than just static avatars. This introduces an emotional attachment. The return of Mega Evolution only sweetens the deal here, reminding fans that this isn't change for the sake of change. It's an evolution that respects the series' past, while supporting its reimagined gameplay. Whilst Game Freak have kept most of ZA's innovations under wraps, the demo was a mere 20-minute jaunt after all. There are signs here that they can deliver a full campaign that's as polished, engaging, and satisfying as Pokemon's best. For veterans, this could be the shakeup that they've been craving. For newcomers, it might be the most approachable and exciting entry point yet. Either way, Pokémon Legends ZA feels like the future, and for the first time in a while, that future feels fresh. So, what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.